Today we're going to be working inside of Cinema 4D off of a model that we sculpted entirely inside of Oculus Medium, a virtual reality program. And we're going to try to make this turn into Thanos, a Marvel supervillain that is probably going to be in the next movie coming up really soon, or if this is in the future, maybe you've already seen it. The character's name is Thanos. He's this purple dude from space. What we're going to be working on in this tutorial is making his helmet and texturing and reshaping the face and adding stuff to make it look cool. So welcome to the show. I'm your host, Don Allen III, and let's get started. All right, here we go. All right, so Thanos, how you doing, brah? Well, let's start off by setting some of our parameters. So let's get a cube in here. Well, this cube is gigantic, or maybe our model is super small. I think our model's super small. Let's scale up our model quite a bit. Let's see, can we scale it by a lot? Maybe we'll make it 10 times larger than what it is. Cool. So then that cube will be kind of normal sized. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I'm just gonna head and put that cube right there. Right there. Cool, so the way I'm going to design this, since most of the face is pretty symmetrical, I have some reference images that I see outside of the screen of how to make our character look the way that they need to look. But we're going to be using a lot of the symmetry object today. So we're going to go ahead and open that right here in this panel and make our cube a child of the symmetry object. And so whatever we do to the thing that's on the side of the symmetry, well, it does exactly what's on the opposite side of it. So it's a great tool for sculpting like a helmet, perhaps, because we can make all the hard angles that we need to and set up our parameters nicely to make a cool little helmet that will kind of just have connect at the very end here. But yeah, so I'm looking at a picture of Thanos, looks something like this, and there's other images out here that I can reference. But yeah, part of me is thinking to go like the new school route, where they have the helmet looking pretty cool. I don't know. Let's we'll see where we're getting at. I don't totally know yet. But all right, I'm gonna start off by making kind of like the first parts of it. So we're gonna take this cube and rotate it and shorten it. So we can drag this here, and then we can just move it around. It's kind of on this forehead. Go ahead and give it a nice rotation as well over here, so it kind of aligns with the eyebrows. And we'll go ahead and slide that over here. So already I'm just seeing it's a little bit off on our model, so I'm going to take our model head and just rotate it ever so slightly along one of its axes. And also, actually, let's move its rotational axis down to the center of its face. So then we rotate it, rotates from there. Oh, that's weird, it's on a weird axis. Okay, well, maybe I can reset this too. Okay, so we're just kind of resetting that line right there. And now I'm just going to kind of tilt his head the other way. Let's make sure his face is not a child of that symmetry object. Actually, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, cool. All right, Thanos helmet, let's go. Let's go back into this cube here. And we're going to be reshaping it. So I'm actually going to change this cube quite a bit. We're going to turn it into an object that is now editable. So we can grab individual faces. And they're still, I hope, oh, they're not symmetry objects anymore. Yikes. Actually, let's take the cube out of here then. What is this? Having some technical difficulties here. Wait. Sorry, I'm actually a little confused. I was trying to make sure that this cube was a symmetry object of this thing. What is this? It's nothing. I don't know what is that? What is that super tiny detail that I'm missing? All right, sorry, I'm a little confused right now. I don't know where this shape lives anymore. So I'm just gonna get rid of it altogether. Let's see if I can try this again. I do want to use the symmetry object. Okay, so I think it's back to normal. What will happen if I move a face? Okay, cool, it's back to normal. So I'm just going to hit MT, that's the shortcut for extrusion. Kind of extrude this forward and move it back towards the face. Extrude that forward. We're going to move this one up, and we're going to be rotating it. And we're going to be scaling it down. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and rotate this on its y-axis here. Oops, wrong one. Also the wrong one? Oh, that was the right one. Let's go ahead and move it down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so this process is called blocking, and we are roughly blocking out where our cube is going to live. That's what we're doing. I'm just going to go ahead and place this one kind of near the center a bit, make this one a much thinner. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to do a couple things differently. For one, we're going to subdivide earlier. So let's turn this into its own shape. We can grab the faces now. I'm going to grab this face, and I'm also going to grab this face. Right click it, or do our shortcut MS to subdivide. Oh, sorry, that's bevel. So select our faces. And what we'll do here is we'll kind of just, we'll do the subdivide. I think it's US probably. Yeah. All right, so that subdivides our polygons. So now we can grab those and grab those. And holding shift, we can kind of just move these apart from each other. Cool, and then we can move this face inwards. Actually, we can rotate this face and move it inwards. MT to extrude. And this one gets a little bit skinnier on the top, and then we'll also move this one back along the skull here. Do the, and then we'll rotate it as well. So we'll just rotate this to kind of match the correct vector. We'll do it again, MT to extrude, we'll zoom in and extrude that forward. And rotate it and move it down. I need to look at a different side view of this composition, so I'm just taking a look real quick. Okay. Back to the front view. This front part here is also going to extrude down. Alright, let's go back to our side cubes here. I'm going to increase, we're going to do a little bit more work to these, so we'll go to our face selection. Holding shift to kind of add to these faces, we're going to just move these out or in a little bit. Okay. next thing we're going to do is just save this real quick. Ooh, just got a copyright claim. Dang it. Yikes. Ugh, okay. Alright, we're going to continue on. Just started another live stream from YouTube or Instagram. Alright, so for those of you joining now, welcome to the live stream. We finished sculpting Thanos inside of Oculus Medium. While we were in virtual reality, we finished up sculpting him. And so now we brought that sculpture into another 3D program. This one's called Cinema 4D. And we're making the helmet. We're blocking out the shapes that are going to become the helmet for Thanos. That's kind of where we're at right now. So let's go to our pen tool and switch to an orthographic and side view, like over here. And what we're going to do with this side view is kind of, very generally speaking, carve out the shape of the helmet. So, not perfectly. So I'm just going to kind of click along. Actually, I want to be able to see this. Let's display our wireframe only in this camera. Hide lines. Whoa, that's a lot of lines. Display hidden lines. Cool. And we're there. Let's add a new layer. All right, so let's go ahead and draw the sides of our Thanos face helmet. So kind of click along. I can't see them still. What's going on? Why can't we see these? Let me display another thing. Let's do skeleton. Nope, don't do skeleton. Box. New. Isoplasms. Oh wow, it's just super dense. I can't see anything. I want to do wireframes, but for some reason it's very difficult to see this model. Alright, what I'll do then, this sucks. I kind of need to see the face here to do the helmet. Alright, we'll have to eyeball it. Yeah, we have to eyeball it. Alright, so I think the helmet kind of goes up, and then it shoots out around the eye. And then it comes forward around the cheekbones, has a little cutout, protects the side of his face. And then it kind of shoots back up. We're not going to see this far, so I'm not going to add too many details back there. Okay, so we just drew out a line that was pretty much invisible. And what we'll do now is hit escape, and we'll go to a normal view of this. So that spline, where the hell did it go? Let's just take the spline and just move it along the x-axis. Okay, there we go. Sweet. So now we get to see the shape that I just cut out. Actually wanted that to be a little bit rounder edge. What we're going to do with this shape is sweep a hard object on this. So I'm going to use a hard rectangle with a much tinier axis. Actually, delete that one. I'm going to go to this tool and do... Oh no, we can do it. We'll do rectangle. And then we'll change the scale quite a bit. So let's just do 0.2 by 0.2 by 0.2. All right, so it's just like a little tiny square. We'll make it tinier in a second. The width and the height, let's just do half of that again. So do 200 centimeters, 200 centimeters. We're gonna sweep that rectangle along that spline path that we drew. So we'll go to our sweep and we'll sweep the spline. And now we have kind of the rough cutouts of a helmet on the side of the head here. And so now we can adjust our parameters of our rectangle. So our width, of course, and our height. And this will give us a nice general outline of the helmet that we want. We'll get this nice cutout. We can even choose to fill the immediate things. Where is it? Parallel movement. Nope. Caps. Fillet cap. No, let's just do a regular cap. Nope. Where's the details? There used to be a way to fill in the space in between, but I guess I'll just have to copy the shape again. All right, cool. So we got this shape. Next, we're going to take that spline and hide the sweeping parts of it. And what we're going to do is go to our spline again here. See if we can grab our pen tool. And what we're going to do, if we can do a direct selection, hopefully, is we're going to move these to parts of the face that correspond to their 3D spot. All right, so we're going to do this. Hey, what's up, Xjoy? Welcome. We are working on making THANOS. He's this evil dude, I think, from the Marvel universe. How do I grab the polygon? There we go. So I'm kind of just taking this shape and kind of sticking it to the sides of the face that it's supposed to connect to. There's a better way to do this, I just haven't learned it yet, so this will have to do. So this one got all twisted around here. Gotta be careful of that. Okay, cool. So we kind of just cut that part of the head out. And then now what we can do is continue on with that spline. So I might have that kind of shoot back out here. Oh, what's up, Burrito Blunts? I'm working on making Thanos. He's from the Marvel Universe. This guy. I want to try to make Thanos. He's like a new villain or something. And so I want to try to make a 3D model of him. So I need to sculpt his helmet. He's got this golden helmet, and I think it needs to shine, literally. Actually, I probably should have put that into the title of this thing. Thanos. Yeah, I'm trying to sculpt Thanos. C-U-L-P-T-I-N-G. Scorpion? What? S-C-U-L-P-T-I-N. Sculpting Thanos. Thanos. How do I spell that? Oops. T-H-A-N-O-S. From the Marvel Universe. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Sorry for folks watching on YouTube. Yeah, we're sculpting Thanos from the Marvel Universe. Or at least attempting to. I'll try to post it up in the morning. But the helmet is an important element to this character. But I should probably keep Thanos on screen because that will help with the confusion that I am bringing. Oh wow, thank you, Eunice. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining, and welcome to the show. Hopefully you learned some cool 3D stuff today as we sculpt this Thanos man. Excuse me. Hopefully you can kind of see him over there. Let me see if I can tilt my screen. This is a program called Cinema 4D. And if you want to see the full screen better, we're live streaming it to YouTube right now as we speak. Because then it's a little bit more clear, the programs and stuff. Alright, so I'm going to grab this spline here. Nope, not those. This spline. If I can find where its neck is. Huh. Let's hide the rectangle for a second. Alright, cool. What I'm going to do with that is we're going to throw that sweep into a symmetry object as well, so that it kind of just mirrors it onto that other side. There we go. So now we got two sides of the helmet roughly done. Got a few errors. Always got lots of errors. You know how I work. So it's time to hide the errors by filling in the blanks. So we're going to make a brand new sphere. And we're going to move it down. Whoa. And we'll scale it up with our radius. We'll push it back into the back of the skull. Push it forward. We want this to become the main shell of the helmet. Somewhere around there ought to be good. To make it a shell, what we'll do is we'll copy that sphere and move its copy downwards or forward or wherever, somewhere. We'll just move it right there for now. And we're going to use these two shapes to cut each other out so that we get their intersection where we will be able to see that. There we go. So now we kind of have like a metal helmet or something. I'm going to move it forward and back until it looks better, but we can essentially move our helmet now. And we can even scale it. All right, so I scaled it up a little bit, so I'm moving it back down. Maybe move it forward, move it back up. We're just kind of adjusting this helmet. Oh, wow, you're in Turkey. Welcome. I'm in California. Just hanging out. Just hanging out in California tonight. Alright, cool. So we kind of got that helmet fitting nicely on the head. We got to fill in this area though. So for those areas, I'm just going to use another cube. And we'll put this cube into our symmetry object as well, so that when we move this cube to the right, a copy moves to the right. And then we can scale down this cube. And we're going to essentially use this to kind of fill in that space. So we're going to kind of just push it into the head and shrink it down roughly, of course. I'm going to even give it a little rotation. Oh, wow. Thanks, Care Eunice. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so we got this face. Kind of looks like the Green Goblin. Not the intention. Definitely not. I was trying to go for something else, but hey, got to just work with it. I'm going to put these down here. Actually, I might have another purpose for these later, so I'm going to make a copy of them and then hide those old ones. Here's the copy. Check this out. What we're going to do is turn this into a shape thingy, and then we can grab individual faces now of our shape thingy, and then we can shrink them. And we can move them until we get them right into the spots that we want them to be in. And then if we start to kind of lose their details here, we can subdivide by doing US. That subdivides our polygons. And we can then grab the edge and then move the edges forward to create a point. Cool. Grab this edge, same thing, slide it forward. You kind of see what I'm doing here is we're just sliding everything to kind of fit in place as close as we can. There's 100% a better way to do this. I just don't know it yet. So that is why we are here. All right, we can take the faces here and extrude them downwards. So we can do MT to extrude shortcut. We'll kind of extrude those down and then scale them down and then move them. And then I'll even scale this one up. And then we'll do MT to extrude and bring those down as well. And then I'll scale those down. And then we'll just kind of position it in place. And then soon we start to just kind of make this helmet come to life. You know, I kind of want it to have all these pieces anyway. Thanos is going to love his helmet. Hopefully. Cool, and then we'll grab this edge here, and we'll just slide the edge downwards, upwards, all aroundwards. Okay, I'll just do that. Kind of digs into the face there. And we have our symmetry object turned on, so that should be on both sides. Oh, it looks like the symmetry only applied to one of these things. We definitely want it to apply to both, not just one. So to fix that, we're going to duplicate our symmetry object. Uh-oh. Hello, Danielle. And hola, Ramlazed. I've been bad at reading comments recently. I apologize for the slowness. Okay. Gonna try to make Thanos come to life. Okay, so we kind of just made these little chunks of the helmet. What is this? What is this? What is that? All right, I'm gonna save. Let's save this real quick. All right, cool. All right, what do we do next? Oh yeah, the this cube needs to be moved, or maybe it just needs to be scaled up very slightly. There we go. And then we want to see this spline. So I'm going to copy this. And this one will get rid of that cube. So now we're left with the two sides. Sweet. All right, cool. We got both sides of the helmet looking all right. All right, continuing on. Okay. We'll get to lighting and stuff soon, but we got to make sure that our basic model is good to go before we jump into lighting, or else we'll be fools. Don't want to be a fool. All right. Next things we're going to do is work on this thing. Or these things. Got a lot of extra details. Go to our face selection, grab this face and move it up. Move it back and then move it just down slightly. I just wanted to come up a little bit more of a curve on the top part of that character. Okay. Cool. Side view looks whatever, kind of bad. We won't show a side view of the character as much as we possibly can. Let's go to a tube. We're going to use this tube to start sculpting his neck. Or no, not his neck. His, whatever his, like, chest plate armor thing is. We're going to use this to do that. Alright, we're also going to throw a taper deformer on this. Actually, we don't need to taper this. We can just grab the front top of it. I don't know what's going on. Why did that do that? All right, let's get rid of that. What we'll do then instead is start with the disk, move the disk down, scale it up, turn it into an object, select everything, MT to extrude or MT to extrude, kind of extrude that down that way. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take this, actually before we rotate it all weird, we're going to just do that loop selection again. Shrink it. And this will become just one ring in an array of rings. So we'll move this into our cloner. So we'll clone the disks. Huh, why did that do that? There we go. So now we have a clone of these things. Can move them down. So we can rotate the clone. Looks really weird. Yikes, I don't like this at all. Alright, we got that. Now we're going to put that into a symmetry object. Alright, so we're going to just kind of keep moving this up. Hey, what's up? Fala? Welcome. We're working on THANOS. He's got these weird neck things. Before I can go further, I have to have these weird neck things included in the model. And then he's got all sorts of cool looking chest plate things. Let's add a cube in there. Why not? Cool. What we're going to do with this cube is move it. THANOS chest plate. I don't know. Is that looking like a chest plate? Whoa. Wow. THANOS. He doesn't look like a very happy camper here. I don't think he likes the look that we're giving him. Oh well. Deal with it, THANOS. Thank you, Mech to it. All right, let's angle these cube shapes towards the face. Whoa. How do I do this? Oh, that's kind of cool, like this plate looking thing here. THANOS. THANOS. Ah. Hello, Tojo, bro. Welcome to the show. Okay. Cool. More geometry. Let's go. Uh-oh, we're getting a plutonic shape. Ooh. What are you gonna do with the plutonic shape? Gonna stretch it, squash it, and then throw it into a symmetry object. Da, 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 da. Right. Oh, wow. Thanks, Mohammed. Okay. Cool. I'm going to copy this weird thing on his head because I kind of see it having a dual purpose now. We can use it as like a chess piece connector or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. I kind of see it. Maybe I don't. Let's see. If we flip it around and even tilt it forward, it kind of has like a new meaning now. It's like a centerpiece to his chest. Yeah, I'll go with that. Cool, he's got that. I'm not going to edit all of THANOS. I just want to edit enough of his upper body that people are convinced that maybe the rest of it was done. When in reality, it will not. All right, let's bring in a plane. What am I doing with this plane? Let's go to a top-down view. Here's our top-down view over here. I'm gonna move this plane somewheres over here's. Actually, no, there's an easier way for what I was trying to do right now. What I was thinking about doing is making his shoulder cuffs, his whatever. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a tube. We're gonna take a tube shape, and we're going to increase the radius, but increase the height. Then we're gonna flip the tube by 90 degrees. See, so we get this kind of open tunnel. Then we're going to take a cube and expand it and push it down lower right here. we'll take these two objects and turn them into a bool. And the Boolean object will cut out one shape from the other so that we're left kind of with this shoulder cuff looking shape. Now we can take all of that and throw it through a taper, a bend, a taper deformer. Let's do a taper. And we'll throw that bool into, oh, can't do that. All right, throw it into a taper. Oh wait, we need to extend this downwards as well. So let's increase that and then move it down. And we got this bendy thingy. And this will bend whatever is inside of its parameters. So if we increase the height and then increase the strength, nothing. Okay, let's try it over here on the cylinder. Okay, doesn't like that. Let's try moving it to the tube. All right, let's give it some strength. All right, cool. So we can use this to bend the shape of our, oh, hello. What we'll do is we'll bend that and like that, and then we'll rotate it. Shall we rotate our bend deformer this way? Just 90 degrees. The reason why is it kind of makes this cuff kind of have an angle to it. You can almost imagine using this technique to make the tiles on a roof, but I'm going to use it to make a shoulder plate. Next, I'm going to display my lines, my Guro shading line. So if we go to display our quick shade, we can see how many polygons are being used to make that shape. I actually want to increase that number, so we're going to go to our tube and increase the rotational segments quite a bit, and we'll increase the cap segments a little bit, not too much, just double. Okay, cool. Next what we're going to do is subdivide our polygons. So we're going to turn this into a solid object, and we can go to our face selection, and with our face selection turned on, if we go to this shape now, we can grab individual polygons, and I want to do a cut. So we're going to do UL to loop select everything. That's going to grab everything in the loop here, which is great. Now we do subdivision, which is MT. Actually, that's the wrong one. US is subdivide. Let's do that again. Or actually, I just want to subdivide part of this, not all of it. So see if we can grab our loop selection as well here. Great. And then we'll do US, so that subdivides that. And then we'll grab this last section and then do US, and that subdivides that. Now we can extrude this portion here, and this kind of creates a little bit of a buffer around our shoulder blade thingy mabob, which I think will be fun to kind of work with later on. Great. And cool. Now we're going to grab that edge. I'm going to go to the edge here and do a loop selection as well. UL. And with all those edges selected here, we're gonna use a bevel. So that's MT is the bevel option. Looks like it's not doing anything. Why is that? There we go. So we kind of just beveled the edges. I really don't see it doing anything. MT. Okay, I don't know why that's not working, but that's fine. We don't need it to. Cool. We have a shoulder cuff, right? So I'm gonna rename that. So with this shoulder cuff thing, we're going to first off rotate it. If we go back into our object mode, we can rotate it. There we go. And what we're going to do with it is, again, throw it through a symmetry object. And this is going to become his shoulder cuffs. So now there's two of them. We rotate this one. It should rotate the other one. Wait a second. That didn't look like it worked. What's going on? That looks like it's just one. Uh-oh. Not sure why that's not working. So what we'll do is forget about the symmetry object. We'll just eyeball it. So I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees this way. And then I'm going to make a copy of this, paste it in place, and rotate it 90 degrees the other way. or I guess 180 degrees. We'll grab both of these at the same time, go to our E to bring up our transform. We'll place this at the spots where they should be. So they're going to be kind of in this region, on this Y axis. And then what we're going to do with them is slide them out to the right and the left. So I'm going to grab this one, and while holding shift, let's go ahead and display our quick shading. Holding shift, we can snap it over here. Same idea with this one, kind of snap it over here. We'll grab these two plates and move them down, bring it in, bring it out. There we go. Actually, I'll probably bring them up a little bit higher. Next, I'm going to take this one and rotate it backwards 10 degrees. Do the same with this one, 10 degrees. Grab both of them. You guessed it, move it up. Okay, cool. So we kind of got the shape of Thanos. That's all we needed. I'm now going to go to this shape, turn it into an object, go to our edges selection, do a UL to select the loop of all the lines. Why is that not working? There we go. And then we'll do MT to bevel. Oh, that's extrude. What's bevel? MS probably. There it is. Beveling is good because it adds more curves to the geometry. Hey, thanks Tojo. All right, cool. So we got a kind of Thanos looking like body here. I think we should move into lighting and texturing while we're still here. What is that? What's that polygon? I don't like that polygon, wherever it is. And for some reason, I can't grab it either. Is that it? No? Oh, that's that one. Let's get rid of that. Oh, there's another one. Where is this? There it is. All right, cool. Get rid of that problem. Let's see what his back's looking like. Pretty boring, but we're not going to see his back, so cool. Pretend you can't see it. All right, I think we can move on. Keep on moving on. Let's save it. Oops. File save. Uh-oh. Save it manually. Uh-oh. Let's save it as a new file. Oh man, thank goodness. All right, Thanos. Okay, time to bring in some dramatic lighting and, you know, wrap this up. So, yeah. I'm gonna go to his, some textures here, and we're gonna make his skin. So we're gonna go to our local color and find this kind of purplish bluish color here. Then what we're going to do is go to the luminance and add a slight tint of this purple, a light purple luminance, but give it a very low amount of brightness. So it's just slightly glowing skin, but nothing that's too crazy here. Maybe the color's a little strong, might want to add a little bit more white tones back into it. I need to charge the phone. Phone is not happy right now because battery is gonna die. So kind of just pick up this phone real quick. So we're still sculpting Thanos. We gotta just switch out the hey, what's up, Tojo? We gotta flip the thing. Welcome to Creativity with DA3 Live. We're live on YouTube and on Instagram, and we're sculpting Thanos. My goal is to try to make it look as realistic as the Deadpool that we posted earlier yesterday. So that's what we're working on. And we sculpted the face inside of a program called Oculus Medium. And Oculus Medium is pretty cool. It lets you do like sculpture while you're in 3D, which I love. It makes it even easier. So that whole face was made in Oculus Medium. And then I brought it into Cinema 4D so that we can kind of do the more hard edge modeling of his helmet and like upper chest plates and stuff. So now we're going to jump into the final part of this tutorial, which will be texturing and lighting. So, and coloring. So I guess we're texturing right now, putting the colors in. Luckily, there's not going to be too many colors to worry about. We just got this skin texture. And next we're going to add some bumps to it because he's got some bumpy skin. So go to our texture and we'll add a bump map. A bump map is a black and white image that, when registered, makes the appearance of three-dimensional bumps. Oh, thanks, Tojo. So I added some bumps now, but this is the default bumps. You can barely see them, to be honest. I have to like zoom in a lot, so I want to probably increase the resolution of the bumps so that it looks more bumpy. Gotta get bumpy. Yeah, I can barely see these bumps at all. So let's go ahead and go to our bumps, increase the strength of the bumps, go to the global scale of the bumps. Let's reduce the scale 98 to 45 to 11%. What does that look like? All right, that's terrifying. That's not what we want. We're gonna increase the scale back up. Here's 40%. Yikes. Man, not his day. All right, let's turn off the luminance. Let's see what happens without the luminance. Ooh, what's going on? Let me display our quick shading. I mean, we have enough polygons here. This should be fine. I don't know why it's not registering the bumps that we need. There's a lot of polygons here. Huh, okay, let's turn off the polygons. Display regular shading. Okay, new idea. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves. This might kill the machine, but let's try to add our very own we've got to add some of our more polygons. I'm very curious about the bump map. I need this to be bumpy. Not sure why it won't register. Maybe if we group, let's do current state to object. No, it doesn't do that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just a ton of polygons. All right, let's turn down the strength of our bump. Maybe that will help. Okay, that did help a little bit. Let's increase the strength then. All right, so then it starts looking poorly made. So there's this weird threshold where the bumps... Hey, thanks, Dawood. We're still in the... I would say we're midway through the process because we're still modeling. But we're moving into the texturing now. We're going to make his suit made out of gold. Maybe put him in space. Space is always good. We'll give him some glowing red eyes like the original Marvel comics, not these glowing blue eyes they've been putting in the Marvel movie. Actually, who knows? Maybe the blue will look better in the end. Not sure yet. But, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I'm trying to give his skin bumps, but I'm scared of adding polygons. But let's just be scared together. Let me save it first. All right, so if it crashes right now from making this quadruple its polygons, we'll at least have it saved so that we don't lose anything. Here we go. Subdivision surface. In 3, 2, and 1. Okay, didn't crash yet. Oh, uh-oh, it's crashing. Okay, I can't move the screen. Will he get eyeballs? Oh no! No! Good thing I saved. Let's turn off that. That's creating problems. All right. Yeah, no subdivision. That's not gonna work. Okay, get rid of that. Whew, it's a close one. All right, we're back. You can save and then you experiment first most important rule of designer. Yes. Eyeballs. I guess, yeah, we should give him some eyeballs now. It's about time. You know, he hasn't been able to see any of this process. So we should definitely give him eyeballs. Here's a ball. Let's put this here. Push that there. Push that up there. Maybe up there. Yeah, right about there. And then we'll throw that again into a symmetry object. You guessed it. So that we get 2 eyeballs. And we can make it, we'll make it just a luminance white or something. Just, yeah, we'll just use, or no, we'll go color, we'll make it white, and then luminance. Luminance. We'll also make it white, so then it's kind of glowing, emitting light. We'll throw that onto here. Thanos. Oh, whoa, those are way far back there. Let's push his eyes forward more. Actually, we can put him back, and what I'll do is I'll put light emitting from his eyeballs. So we'll put some lights. Whoa. Okay, so now everything's gonna get crazy because lighting is now impacting the image. So we'll first, you know, we'll first put the lights in the eyeballs, but then we're actually gonna need to light up our scene, or else everything will just be dark. Because before this moment, it just does the default lighting that comes with the program. It's kind of plain and boring, but you know, it's supposed to be because it's the default. But now we're gonna start getting custom lighting in here. So I put a light right there in his eye. We're gonna turn that light on so that it has shadows. Soft shadows are the best. And then what we're gonna do with those soft shadows, oops, I like the split screen right now. What we're going to do with the soft shadows is also turn that light into a volumetric light, meaning it will emit light in a sphere around the light source, and we can change the size of that sphere so that his eyes kind of just glow. Let's check out what that looks like. Everything's going to be dark except for his eyes, but it at least gives us this really cool glowing effect. So let's copy over that light and place it right over here in the other eyeball. So now we have 2 glowing eyes in the darkness. Cool. Now let's add even more light, because light is needed. We're gonna push this light way far left of screen and just turn it on, see what we're getting. Probably some pretty dark shadows. Oh God, doesn't look good. Okay, what we'll do is we need to add some reflection to his skin. Yes, reflection is needed. So we're gonna go to our reflection channel, add a Beckman, and increase the roughness a tad, and then we'll reduce the reflection strength. So we just kind of get this glossy skin when the light hits it. Okay, it's a little bit too glossy, but we're getting there. What else do I need for Thanos' skin? Oh yeah, we need texture. I'm gonna go to the color, and instead of just being a plain blue or whatever pinkish color, I'm actually gonna add some texture to his skin. So we'll go into that shade, that color, and we'll add another layer. We'll call it a noise layer. Noise, 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 where are you? All right, we're about at the last part of the tutorial. We're going to be doing lighting, texturing, and coloring of Thanos' face and upper body armor and stuff. All right, we're about at the last part of the tutorial. All right, so we got some texture now in that material. All right, welcome back to Creativity with DA3 Live. We are in the sculpting, or sorry, the texturing part of Thanos, trying to make it cool. We're experimenting with different textures now just to see what we can get. Let's go to that reflection channel and actually reduce the reflection strength. It's a little bit too strong. Maybe roughen the skin up a little bit so that the light scatters more when the light hits against the alien's face. Alright, we might have added too much roughness to the texture as the render is now taking too long. Yeah, so actually it's not too long. Yeah, let's reduce that roughness. And we definitely need more light, because light's good. Welcome back to the show. Hello, Elisa and Tojo and Mayor Gree. Welcome. And Dawood. 85 mil. Region. I like the 7 of you folks. Welcome to the show. Oh, 8 of you folks. Regina Shah. Today we are working on making this guy, Thanos. We're in an early stage, but I hope it will get closer to something along those lines in the course of this next part. So we'll be working inside of Cinema 4D, but we made the face while we were inside of virtual reality. So now we are out of virtual reality. We're back into regular two-dimensional reality. Yeah, we're in two-dimensional reality, and we are going to continue to texture Thanos, give him some more light, some more love, and yeah, that's where we're at. So, welcome to the show. I'll kind of explain what I'm doing, as always, as we go through. He's got a creepy face, but he's supposed to be a little creepy. He's Thanos. He's an enemy to Spider-Man and the Avengers. Everybody. He's a bad guy, so we gotta make him bad. All right, let me reduce the roughness of his skin texture. I want to go to that. I want to go to lighten. Ooh, do we just lighten his skin? Give him make a makeover. It would be cool if you could do a tutorial using Blender. I can't afford... I don't know anything about Blender at the moment, though. But, you know, that is something we could look at. There are student versions of this program, but I don't know Blender. But that's a good idea, because then it would be more accessible for folks to follow along. I have to think about that, because I don't know it at all, so it will take me probably 3 months to understand it comfortably. Alright, let's go to our light, and let's make sure our shadows are turned on. We got soft shadows turned on now, so hopefully that creates some better lighting on his face. That's a little bit better. A little creepy still. Yeah, we're gonna go back to that light, maybe give it a little bit of a bluish, purplish glow, just a slight cooling down of the light. I'm also going to copy that light, holding control to copy the light. So now we got 2 of them. If we go to our side view, we'll see the 2 lights here. There it is. Bloop. We'll put this light over here, then we go to a side view again. Maybe push this light forward in front of our character's face, and then we'll get a lot more lighting going on. But he's supposed to be kind of an evil character, so maybe we shouldn't put too much light on him, or else he'll look like a good guy. But he's supposed to be a bad guy. Actually, I kind of like this lighting now. It's a little bit nicer. It's on both sides. Make the environment white. It will look better for now. Gray white. Gray white. Okay. That might not be the end render though. I'm thinking about putting him in a starry universe by some cool rocks or something. But for now, I'll put a gray environment. So let me go to environment. Put that around him. Oh wait, not environment. Wrong button. I meant to do a sky. We'll add a new sky, and we'll just make it a boring gray color. Yeah, so that's kind of what it is. Put the light under his chin like he's telling a scary story. I think that's a solid idea. I'm going to hide the sky because I kind of want him to be in the darkness. I don't want him to be in the light. Honestly, I like the shadows. So let me turn off some of the lights here. Even this one. Let's just copy it real quick. And with this light here, I'm gonna move it right underneath his chin like he's telling a scary ghost story, courtesy of Mary Gree. Let's move that a little bit down right there. Alright, Scary Stories by THANOS. Oh, too scary. Can't even see his face. Okay, let's move the light just a little bit forward. Just a little bit. It'll be easier if we see this on a side view. Ah, yeah, so right now the light's underneath him. That's why you can't see it. So now the light should be hitting part of his face. So let's take a look here. Give it a little render pass. That's pretty creepy. Put the light under the chin. Yeah, so that's... The only issue with this is we lose all the details in his armor, which I want to see. So let's bring our lights back where we had them. Let's go back to his skin. I think it's a little bit too reflective. I'm going to go back to that layer and reduce the global specularity dispersion. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's just specular stuff. All right, we're going to go to the color of the skin and change the color of the skin to this purpley color. Cool. And go ahead and render that one out. Shiny boy. He's super shiny, broy. Boy. Okay. That's close-ish. Still looks a little weird though. Let me go back to the color. I'm gonna add some more texture. Let's go to load, image, color. Actually, let's see. We have lots of textures on here. We can give him lightning skin. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the character. We could give him skinny skin. Yes. Okay, let's add a new gradient. And with this gradient, we'll go to darken, or we'll go to multiply, and we'll add some more weirdness colors in here, some purple. Whoa, now he's like super blue. Oh yeah, that looks awful. Go back. I don't know why, but the skin is just not doing it. I thought adding the bumps would help, but the thing is, the bumps seem to just cause weird problems. Let me see if we can add just a few more polygons into the render. Just a few, not enough to crash the thing. Alright, so this has a few more polygons added, and this looks like the same, so let's just not do that. Yikes. Okay. I need to focus on something else because the face skin is bothering me. We're going to go to the gold. We're going to make some shiny gold armor. Go to the materials. Go to our color. We'll get this light yellowish gold. Go to our reflectance. Add a Beckman with a pretty light yellow, goldish, orangish tint. So we now got this gold. And then we're going to apply the shiny gold material to all of the skin, or all of the armor stuff, or at least parts of it. Kind of just applying it to different select sections. Then we're going to make a copy of that gold, and this one, it's going to be similar, except it's going to be a slightly rougher gold. So we're going to increase the roughness and then apply the roughness to different parts. So we're going to have kind of two pieces of gold that are intertwined with the mesh. Okay, so he's got some rough gold, he's got some soft gold. Oh, we need to give this thing some gold love. Oh, it does have gold. Or does it? What's going on? Why is it turning off and on? Whatever, let's just apply that. Weird. Okay, I don't know what that's about. And then these ones right here for the shoulder blade thingies. Let's give him some gold goodness. And this one will be some rough gold. And cool, he's got some gold THANOS. I don't know why this keeps turning off and on. I must have made an error somewhere, but whatever. Let's see what we get. Alright, let's give it a quick render. Thank you, Dawood. Alright, so what's happening here is that rough material is a little too rough. Or no, actually no, the shiny one's not rough enough. Weird, that's such a trip. Okay, so let's actually increase the roughness of the one that we thought we were gonna keep not rough, because the light wasn't scattering enough on it, so it wasn't actually looking too gold. Oh, but we still have similar issues here, so that's not it. It's not the roughness. We probably just need more objects to reflect light off of. So let's do that. I'm gonna add an environment now. So, and then we'll hide it from the camera. So go ahead and make a new textured here. I'm gonna load up an image. Turn off reflectance, so it's just a color. Go to texture. Actually, we can do it as a luminance value. So go to luminance and go to load an image. And I have this shiny environment I've used before to light my scenes. And we'll apply this as our sky. And with this sky material, we'll get a lot more realistic reflections that will come out of the scene. So now we can kind of see that it has a much more golden look to it. So what we got to do is we got to hide the environment from the scene. So what we'll do to do that is we select our sky, choose Objects, Tags, Cinema 4D Tags, Compositing, and then we go and turn off Scene by Camera. So now we still get to keep all those cool reflections, but we just won't see the background. So we kind of get best of both worlds. I'm still not pleased with the skin. I'm going to turn off the luminance value, see what that looks like, give that a render. Cool. Something's going on there. And then what we'll do here is we'll go to our stereoscopic aliasing, add some occlusion maps. I don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and add it. Decrease the reflect in the soft gold. Okay. Decrease the reflection. Alright, so we'll go to our reflection of the soft gold here. And go to our reflection strength, and we will reduce our global brightness. There. And then I'll do it to the other one just to be safe. Let's see what we get. Kind of like the way this is coming out. Get some nice occlusions that are happening now, finally. Okay, so we kind of got this look for THANOS. He's just chilling. Maybe I want to add a little bit more copperish color to it, just a hair. So we go into our color and just add a slight push towards that orange, so that it's a little bit more coppery. Or brass, I don't know what material this is. Thank you, Dawood. Okay, that looks much more gold now. think the one that was rough is too rough, so I wonder if I can just replace it. Okay, so that should match everything here. Hey, thank you, Mary Gree. All right, so I want to go to a front view like this. And then what we'll do here to hide some issues is to move our lights around. So this light that's in front of him, let's move it behind him. So it's kind of just eclipsing his shoulder here. Alright, his face is a little darker on this phone screen than I can see, but it looks like it's looking all right. We got a lot more reflections going on. I still think his face is too reflective. I don't know what's going on with his face. Talk to me, brother. What's going on with your reflections? Got the oh, maybe the reflection strength is too strong still. Let's reduce that. And then yeah, let's see what that looks like. Oh, the refraction for the reflection? The refraction will only be for the what do you call it? Oh, for the face. I guess we could do some subsurface scattering. Let's go to lumen color. Try doing a warm in the front right of him and a cool light back left of him. All right, let's give that a shot as well. I'm just going to do this texture for his skin, skin color texture, not so much the actual bumpiness. All right, so that kind of added some more details to his face. I just want to shrink that down. If we shrink down the global scale, it'll look like the natural bumps of the skin, hopefully. Natural alien bumps. There we go. So now he's kind of got this discolored skin, and I can see more texture in it now, which I wanted. Let me see if I can add a little bit more global scale, bring it down, then we'll adjust the lights. Okay, see what we're doing with the face here. Okay, cool. So I'm going to see if I can copy over that texture, copy, and paste that to our bump map, or if that breaks it. So just go ahead and paste that. Okay, looks like it's still intact. Let's increase the strength of the bumps then and render a frame out. Hopefully we get some skin bumps. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Alright, that messed it up. Alright, let's go back a couple steps. Okay. The idea that you had for the lighting, let me see what you said. Try doing a warm light in the front right of him. Okay. Okay, warm light in the front right of him. So let's grab this light and save this camera position. Grab this light, front right, And we'll warm this up. I'm just going to add a little bit of orangish hue. Alright, so you set a warm light, and then try a cool light. Wait, try doing a warm light, and then a front light right of him, and then doing a cool light in the back left of him. Okay, so let's try. This is the cool colored light. Already it's blue. Let's put that in the back left. Okay, sweet. Alright, I like the texture, the way that's coming out. I'm actually going to make the bumps on it, or the texture on the skin, even smaller scale than the current. It looks like we're at 18%. Let's go to like 5%. That's as tiny as we can go before we really lose it. And then maybe instead of using black, we'll use a darkish purple so it doesn't just cut too much into that color scale. More strength to the cool light. Okay, you got it. Let's give that a shot. All right, cool light in the back. Where are you? There you are. More strength. Cool, and then let's go to our strength. Where is it? Oh, there's the strength. All right, 100%. Let's move it to 200%. We can probably increase it more. I rarely even see it over there. Let me make it a little bit more blue instead of it being so white. Maybe I should bring it a little bit more forward so we can see it on his face more. Oh, that's cool. So we get a little bit of blue light there now. And it's on the top of the helmet. It's like subtle. Oops. Oh, and I just realized that Thanos doesn't really have a neck. Let me give him less of a neck real quick by moving these sweeping objects up. Oops, not these ones. Just want to stay true to character here. Okay, cool. Alright, so yeah, now the character has less of a neck like we want. Yeah, no neck Thanos. Looks like a football player. Let's give it a... And actually his eyes are a little bit tinier than that. So we could make his eyes a little bit smaller. Wonder if we can just throw a... I'll throw some also put some teeth. Oh, you're right, he has no teeth. That's probably why he's been looking a little interesting. Let's give him some teeth. I'm going to use these capsules for teeth. Little capsule tooth. One tooth. No, I'm just kidding. Whoa. Teeth. Looks like a cigarette tooth. It's gonna have some teeth. Teethy teeth, teeth. I'm gonna give him some crooked teeth. Because crooked teeth are cool. I got some cool SFM pictures if you'd like to see them. It's honestly really... What's SFM? San Francisco, Maryland. I don't know. Oops. I'm gonna push these teeth a little bit further back. Oh God. That looks creepy. I gotta say, these teeth are freaking me out. Maybe I'll get rid of that last tooth up there and just move this one up a little bit. Okay. Oh, Source Filmmaker. It's an animation software. Oh, wow. I've never heard of it before. Is it cool? Did you like it when you use it? Oh, cool. Make posters. Nice. Alright, there's Thanos with some creepy teeth hanging out, chilling. Gotta be honest and say I don't really like this one. Looks a little creepy. Oh, it's on Steam. That's cool. I'm actually going to increase the roughness again for some of the metal. Oh, thanks, Starwood. Let's see, what else can we add in here? I mean, I think he also has kind of red eyes and other things. Where is he? Oh, maybe he has blue eyes. I could be totally confused. No, there he is. He's got some red eyes. Huh. Let's see what he looks like with red eyes, yeah? We'll leave those the same. We'll just change the lights in his eyes to red. Actually, here's both. Here's a white eye and a red eye. Let's see. So yeah, this one. I don't know. Oh, good night. Output. Get some eyes, map and put it on. Eyes, map it. What do you mean? Like irises and stuff? I kind of like this red eye thing. Let me do this test here. Visibility. Inverse square law. Oh, thanks, Mary. The Pickle Rick was one of my favorites. It was very fun to make Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick! Alright, I'm going to go with the red eyes. And I like the idea you had with the blue light. I want to bring more of that blue light in. So let's bring that light closer and more forward. Oh, thanks, Alan. Okay, so now he's got that kind of crazy eye look. I'm going to make some spheres. Little tiny spheres so that they kind of resemble like bolts of gold to kind of bolt down different parts of his suit. Try to make the blue more soft. Oh, okay. We can do that. This is what it looks like more closely on my end though. But yeah, we can definitely soften up that blue. What we could do is go to that blue light, this one, and for the general settings we can reduce it. Because right now it's at 200%, so we can reduce it to maybe 100. So it's in 100 or 125. Oh, this software is oh, we got to go over job hunt. All right, good luck on the job hunt. You can do it. This software is called Cinema 4D. It's this guy right here. Cinema 4D R17. The face was made in Oculus Medium and the suit was made in Cinema 4D R17. Okay, here's this more subtle blue light. I like this one. I'm gonna add some more glowing stuff. Let's take a copy of his red eyeball light. Just copy it, paste it in place, and then move it behind him, and then expand the radius here. So now he's going to have this red glowing light behind him. Yeah, now he's got this kind of red glow around his outsides. It's subtle. So we'll take that same light then, and we'll copy it, put it forward, slide it. Make the face think that's, make the face thick, that's what it's missing. Oh, thick face, okay. All right, take care, Dogwood. Make the face thick. Okay, I can try to make the face thick. All right, so I just added a very bright light to his chest. And so it creates these kind of rays of light beaming off of him. I kind of like that. But I think it's still a little too intense, so I'm going to reduce the intensity of that light by a lot. But I still want those rays of light to come in. All right, thick face. 2 C's. Okay, yeah, we could do a thick face. Let's find out all the parts that make up that helmet and then make sure that they're linked to the face, and then we can make the face thick. Where's this? All right, there's a lot of parts to that helmet though. I'm gonna be scared I'd miss it. All right, so we got this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh no, that's the body though. This is the face, right? Yeah, oh God. That's without the face. Yikes. All right, so with this face, if we wanted to make the face thick with 2 C's, we can throw a bend or a tapered or a bulge. Let's do a taper deformer first on the face. Then we're gonna put the taper. We're gonna move the taper down over the face region, and then we're just gonna turn on the strength. I just kind of made the face not thicker. That kind of made it thinner. Wow, it's taking a long time to render. Oh no, I didn't hit the button. Thin, 2 ends. Thin and in. All right, here's the face when it's, I matched the width a little bit more of the chin to kind of match the width of the head. So now I'm going to take the whole head and just kind of scale it up. And also his eyes just went a little cross-eyed right now. Might need to fix that. All right, make the head thick with 2 C's. We're going to go to the scale tool and just scale it up. It's already 10 times larger than what it is. So let's do 10 times. How about 12 times larger in each dimension? The Y one looks stupid to increase, so let's put that back to 10 for the Y axis. All right, so now his head's, I can't do math, a little bit percentage thicker. Too thick, 12. All right, let's see what that does. Give that a render. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Thanos. Thanosness. Ooh, that's creepy. But I guess that's what we want. Alright, so I made his face match the width more and kind of fill out the helmet. I'm now going to use the curvature tool to kind of thicken out his jaw so his face gets wider as it gets lower. So that's the taper tool. Okay. That's what I could do in this time. The last thing will be to bring this into Photoshop so I can call it a night. Okay, so kind of just render this out. We got the teeth in there now. We have a helmet. All this needs is some Photoshop love and some touching up on his hideous face. All right, thanks so much, Mary Gree, for all the feedback. I love the ideas you have with the lighting, so thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bum 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 bum. Okay, I think I'll wrap this up then. Thank you so much for watching Creativity with DA3 Live. Good night. So let's just kind of wrap this up. Output, save. We'll just do an alpha channel as a PNG. Thanos. These are some other spots that render things. Thanos 2. Save it. Cool. Let's give that a render. Okay, cool. All right, I think that's gonna like wrap things up. So thank you so much for watching Creativity with DA3 Live. I know this is a little bit longer than normal tutorials, so I appreciate those who kind of either stick around, or even if you couldn't, it's cool because it's a lot. But yeah, that's a kind of like a little process from something we make in VR to bring it into this computer animation program. Some powerful tools. The last thing I'm going to be doing is bringing this into Photoshop, where we're going to kind of bring all the coloring together, maybe add more skin tones and kind of adjust more things. But in general, this is where we're at. So thanks for watching Creativity with DA3 Live. I guess you can see the final render on Instagram. But yeah, that's all we're gonna have for tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream. Bye bye.